EGM Network.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We're so glad you're here today. This is a very special week. Of course, it's springtime. It's started. We're here in Vero Beach, but there's something else very important going on here. It is the Masters, you guys. This is Masters weekend. It's huge. It's springtime. Cindy, have you ever been to Augusta? Have you ever been?
I've driven by it.
Okay, that's good. That qualifies.
I've never played there, though.
No, very few people have played there. It's a matter of if you get to go there and watch some golf, which is pretty cool. It's kind of hallowed ground when you get there and you start walking around. And I was fortunate enough to be with some friends. Shout out to Kelly Donovan. Thank you so much for the invite. And Rebecca Emmons. We were there for the Women's Invitational.
Wow.
It was the amateur, and it was awesome. It was awesome. But you get to they play their final on Saturday before the Masters. And it was spectacular. And the grounds are,
gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. And what I found out, too, was after this tournament, it's open for 2 weeks, and it shuts down until October. Nobody's playing. You just leave it to regroup to its beauty. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
The azaleas are blooming. It's really going to be pretty. If you like to watch the Masters, this is the place to go to. And you're going to watch it on TV. It's fabulous. CBS does a great job. And they have 3 sponsors. Did you know that? They only do 3.
Oh, wow.
It's CBS, they obviously. There's IBM and AT&T.
So old school, really.
Old school. And it's no commercials. They do one set of commercials for 4 minutes every hour. Other than that, it's straight golf. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
More people would watch stuff like that if that happened, because I know a lot of people that subscribe to different sports channels, and they do it so they can record it and then zoom through all the commercials.
Right, exactly. I love that.
The football ones definitely do that.
Yes.
Yeah, they won't watch it live. They're like, we're done with the commercials.
Exactly. So anyway, I say that because our special guest today is Chef Scott Verricchio from Citrus Grill House. We love having him. It's springtime. It's time to talk about his fabulous springtime menu, which we adore. But we also have an intern that's working with him, Alex Commissar from the University of Vermont. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Can we get a big round of applause?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here.
Cindy, I have a question for you. When you drove past Augusta, was it worth the time being with the produce long hauler?
Yeah, I'd rather be with the produce people.
And can you get me a deal on carrots?
Yeah, I can. Hey, you know what? I can get you a deal on eggs, but I can't tell you on the air.
This is too funny. That might be the hookup, I'm thinking,
I'm saying.
at this point in time.
Yeah.
My God, that is so funny. That's great. Well, listen, in honor of the Masters, Chef Scott, you brought us, because Citrus Grill House always provides us with a cocktail.
Yes.
An adult beverage. Sometimes it's wine, sometimes it's a cocktail. This is the Masters, and Scott brought Masters cups with him.
Yeah.
But Scott, tell us, this is the official drink of the Masters.
It is. It's the azalea.
It's an
vodka,
azalea.
lemonade, grenadine, a little orange slice, and a piece of cherry, and you're good to go.
And that's it.
And you can tell I'm further into mine than you are.
God bless. Yeah, you've had a longer day. I literally, it's so funny. And, we, for those of you that know or don't know, we start taping at 4:30 and, I eat lunch early. I can come in here and take 2 sips, and I feel like I can hear when I slur a word. Now, I don't know if anybody else, I hope no one else catches it, but it happens.
And there's the recipe.
And there's the recipe. So if you go on YouTube, if you guys are listening, you can go on YouTube to the Lori Davis Show, and it is posted in the show how to make one of these for the weekend, which you should if you got people over and you're going to go to the Masters.
It's easy. It's a little vodka and lemonade with some coloring.
I know, right?
Some coloring.
And I do like it, because you would say vodka and people would think cranberry juice, but you really need to do something more cherry. Maybe I think they.
No, this is sweeter.
The grenadine, absolutely. For our listeners, the Masters play again. The hat. I'm so excited. It's Thursday this week, April 10 to 13. It starts on Thursday, it goes through Sunday. Scott, have you been to the Masters? Have you been to Augusta?
I've not been to the Masters. I've been to the other majors. I have not been to Augusta. And I really don't want to go for the tournament. I want to go when no one's there and walk the grounds.
Yeah.
I think I would get more from that. I don't want to be with thousands of other people.
Exactly. Being there for the women's amateur, maybe that's a better thing to do because we got
Much less
all
people.
around so many less people. And you can't really see the golf when you're there playing. If you're there, I've been on Thursdays and Fridays when we used to live in Atlanta. Jim and I would get tickets for that. And it was really fun. But being there for the women's amateur is really, really exciting. And everything's the same.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to show the menu. You get like a pimento cheese sandwich for $2.30. You could get like a...
I love
Oh,
those.
it is.
We used to
The
get
food price, they're not making any money on food. They're just not. It's the way egg salad, pimento cheese,
Oh,
Ham
that's
and
like-
cheese. It's
Yeah.
nothing is over $5.
Oh,
including
God.
beer.
Yeah. Oh no, nothing. It's amazing.
Wow.
What's going on around town? The thing I have to mention is we've got the Vero Beach Film Festival going on this weekend, guys. So everybody, don't forget about that. It starts Thursday at 10:30. The first movie that you can see goes through Sunday at 3:30. Now, I want you guys to see this. If you go online, you'll be able to see all the movies and where they are. Because I've been certain years, and I think these guys are so good.
Yeah,
They're
they
just evolving. But vbfilmfest.org, you need to go there, and you can see all of the movies, and then, of course, catch additional things that they do. But a lot of them have like Q&A sessions. Remember when we had...
Totally, they do.
Yeah, it was really good, and
It
that's a
is.
special part of why people come to this Vero Beach Film Festival.
yeah.
It's a big deal. It
It is a
really
big
is.
deal, yeah.
And they love and every day. I know you guys can't see it, but there's Q&A on 90% of them. So the filmmakers want to know what you think, and Vero's very vocal.
And so, yeah, they
Surprise.
are. Yes, we are. And some of them will have like I don't want to say the star, but the reason why the movie was made
Yeah.
in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And you get to talk with those people too.
Yeah, documentary type stuff.
yeah.
Those people show
Yep,
up.
yep,
yeah,
yep.
it's very,
It is
very
good.
interesting. Yeah, so if you guys, it's Saturday when you're listening to this on the radio. Obviously, others of you will be seeing this. Obviously, during the week, it's Tuesday. You got all the way through. But even if it's Saturday and you're hearing this at 5:30, go check it out. See what you can see tonight. There's still things to see tomorrow. It is a great thing to do. So thank you, and we'd love to see you there. All right, from my delicious cocktail to my delicious lunch today. Chef Scott, tell us about what you made for me today. Cindy, that's the pasta shot that you've got, the
Okay.
spinach
All right,
pasta.
let me get it. Yep.
I don't know. Did it come up?
It did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's springtime. Certain colors you associate with springtime, pastels. So this is a spinach tagliatelle, a little bit of roasted garlic butter, and then I made a pistachio and basil pesto.
Yes.
And I roasted the garlic that went into that pesto, anointed it with a little Parmesan, took a ball of burrata at room temp, opened it up, oiled it, salted it, pepper on it. And I had it first thing this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I called Gio. I said, come in for lunch. And I think it's a home run.
Spectacular. Alex, who is your wine guy and aficionado there at the restaurant, he's amazing. And Alex is like, what are you having, Lori? He's just bringing it out. He's like, I want one too. His was done in 5 minutes. I can't eat that fast. But it was so amazing. I love the pistachio in it as a change up. I like roasted garlic because sometimes pesto with raw garlic, just because that's the way it's made. I get it.
It's too acrid.
It is. And then the whole day I'm like, I don't know if I wish I'd had that. So it was amazing. And the burrata, again, broken open so that you can olive oil that, salt and pepper it.
Yep.
Amazing.
The key to good food, believe it or not, is knowing how to season food.
Yeah.
Some people don't season food. Some people over-season food. If you can season food properly, that's half the battle.
Yes, it
Buy
is.
good ingredients and learn how to season.
I agree.
Buy kosher salt.
I know. Buy kosher salt. That you heard it here first on the Lori Davis Show.
Everything kosher. Just
Everything
buy
kosher salt.
kosher, yeah.
No, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we have a special guest with us today. I'm so excited. Alex Kumsar from Boston area, but he goes to school at the University of Vermont. Welcome, Alex. So good to have you here on the show.
Thank
We
you
got
for
to
having
give him
me.
more hand. We got to give him
Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Thank you.
He's going to be sharing this with friends. We got to just keep your hand on the button, okay? Everything he says, I want you to hit that button, okay? All right, Cindy, be ready. All right. So anyway, how did you come to decide to
Oh,
work
my
with
goodness.
Chef Scott here at Citrus Grill House? in Vero Beach?
So I've been down to Vero 2 times prior to this kind of longer trip. The first time I was still in high school. I was on my spring break on my senior year, and I came down for a week, having never worked in a professional kitchen before, and kind of just, bundled up all of the home cook skills that I had, just been, I guess, working on, in high school, and then came down for a week through some family friends that put me in touch with Scott, and they were like, if you're interested in restaurants, if you're interested in cooking, why don't you go spend a week? Can't hurt. See if you like it. Yeah. And I came down with my dad. We stayed at the Holiday Inn. That's now something else.
I don't
Ocean
know.
Breeze.
Ocean Breeze.
Yeah, back when it was a Holiday Inn.
They still haven't changed the carpet in that joint.
I've never been in.
But it was nice. I would just leave in the morning, walk over to the restaurant, hang with Scott in the morning time, and then come back at night and leave at 9:30, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And that's really that was my first foot in the door in terms of working in restaurants and professionally cooking.
Yeah.
And then since then, I've kind of just been, I worked at a restaurant in Boston that recently closed. It's called Menton for Chef Barbara Lynch, who's like the Boston chef.
Yeah.
And then I worked for a private chef and now caterer, David. And then I decided to come back down for pretty much like half a summer when I was going into my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
And that's when I really kind of just started to,
focus in on that as your
focus in on it, take it a lot more seriously.
Yeah.
Not that I wasn't taking just kind of trying to.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, no.
Busted.
Yeah. No, but
I wasn't just partying down
here. But really just kind of go.
Yeah.
As in depth as I possibly could, and soak up everything before I head back to school, which is where I study nutrition. So kind of a whole different world than restaurants and the restaurant business. So
and now you're in a fine dining situation, obviously, working at Citrus Grill House. Something that you've gotten yourself involved in, something that you and one of your buddies got involved in was a food truck idea.
Yep.
And you've taken it to the next level. Like you've got the truck, you're ready to go. It's called Pasta 212.
Yep.
And you're going to be spending the summer in Portland, Maine. Tell us just a little bit about that.
Portland, Maine. Okay, so this all started. So my business partner Luke. Hi, Luke. We were in our fraternity house living room one night, and we were just talking back and forth, and he brought up the idea of, we can't get fresh pasta and at, a reasonable price, skipping the sit down and the whole song and dance that, when you have to go to a restaurant and check at the end. So we just really kept chewing on it, and we just found ourselves meeting together more and more to discuss kind of just how to make something of this idea. And we started with the idea of a pop-up, really kind of rein in how much we were willing to invest and how much energy we were willing to kind of exude. So we decided on a pop-up. And so Luke's family is Otto Pizza, OTTO, and it's in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. And if you're from New England, you know Otto. And we were able to get access to it was actually a vacant bar that's attached to the first Auto up on Conger Street in Portland, which is like it's like Ocean Drive here.
Right.
The main street that runs through. The main street that runs through Portland. And we basically, we got the dates, we got the green light, and then everything else kind of had to happen from there. With, so many trips to Restaurant Depot, phone calls with U.S. Foods, making all these recipes, getting our POS systems up, liquor orders, food orders, hiring, calling up buddies and saying, hey, would you be able to work for us?
I got a job for you this summer in Portland, Maine.
Doesn't pay much, but it's a lot of fun.
You get a lot of pasta for free.
Yeah, a lot of pasta for free drinks.
That's great.
But in the end, it was just a great time. So we ended up operating for 5 days last summer through the course of July and early August. and it was an incredible learning experience.
That's great.
It was the first time ever. I've worked in some pretty long days in restaurants, but this was the first day where I was getting up to 16, 17 hours of just kind of everything that you have to do. But we kind of out of all the lessons we learned from that time, it just felt so right, so natural to this is it. It felt great. So kind of taking all of those experiences from the pop-up and now saying, okay, me and Luke have some cash kind of collected amongst each other, and we decided to go in on a food truck. So we didn't really know where to start. We were looking at a bunch of different manufacturers, and decided, you kind of have to build a relationship with those people before you can make a final decision. And we ended up going with this company down in Columbia, Tennessee, and they build brand new state-of-the-art mobile kitchens. Right. And they have, it goes anywhere from 6 by 12 feet to, they have a food trailer that's like almost, 28 feet long. So tell us about
the one that you guys have. Yeah. How big is it? And what is where are you guys going to be? Where's the first place that you guys are going to go?
Absolutely.
Because I got to get back to Chef because he's got a whole spring menu to talk about.
Absolutely. So the most important thing was meeting fire inspection. So we had to get that certified with the main fire department. But we bought the thing bare, just with the hood system, and which is probably the biggest kind of gripe when building these things out. Right. And then we just outfitted the whole thing, brand new food equipment. That was a whole headache in of itself. But now that we're kind of both looking at the final product, very satisfied with it. And the plan is to operate. So we'll be at breweries around Portland.
Okay. Starting when?
Starting June 1st. So June 1st. And then we'll be at a number of kind of household name breweries. Local joints. We're at a few wineries, which will be great kind of to, wine and pasta, can't go wrong. And some beautiful venues up in mid-coast Maine. And the plan also to work on Commercial Street at night. Down by the water, Wharf Street. So come and find us. We're on Instagram at Pasta212. There you go. We're going to put out all our updates. Our website's live, and we got our newsletter and everything. So awesome. Check us out.
Sounds great. Chef Scott, you sent us some pictures of some fabulous food that you've been working on, but you sent me these pictures, but I don't even know what we were looking at because I didn't get the details.
That's the idea.
I know.
We got to get you tempted to come in.
I know, you do. I know. You're always like, try this. Come in. If you come in, I can let you try this. What do we got? There was what is this?
All right, so this is a baby spring pea salad. 2 different kinds of tendrils, snow pea, snap pea, roasted coconut, roasted shallots, and just a little lemon garlic vinaigrette. I do it each spring. Yeah. It's yummy. It's easy. It's light. It's healthy.
It's wonderful. And so those aren't onions on top. It's what?
Fried shallots.
Fried shallots. Oh, my God. And lemon vinaigrette. I love that. Cindy, what's our next one? What is this? Ooh.
That's the thing of beauty right there.
It's so pretty.
That is, spring on a plate. Yeah. Little 2-ounce Parmesan flan. And then some spring pea soup made with petit pois or baby peas. Mm-hmm. And that soup is nothing more than peas, water, salt, and sugar. That's it. And it's to die for.
It's fabulous.
Little Parmesan crisp up top, a pea tendril off the back, pepper and oil.
I love that. And that's a chilled dish, correct?
It is. You can do it either way.
Okay.
I like it chilled.
Okay, because I like my pea soup warm. But anyway, go ahead. That's okay. That's good. Cindy, what do we got next? Oh,
that's it.
Asparagus.
Yeah.
Jumbo asparagus, lemon aioli, fried prosciutto, good olive oil, salt. Basic, easy flavors. You don't need to gild the lily to make it good.
No, you really don't. I mean, that just looks so delicious. You guys, you need to go. And I posted on my Lori Travis Hall Davis on Facebook, but YouTube at the Lori Davis Show. We need to do a couple commercials. We got a couple questions when we get back. We'll be right back, guys. We'll see you in a second.
I'll make it up, man.
The Jackie Robinson Celebration Game is April 15th at the Jackie Robinson Training Complex. The Clearwater Threshers play the Palm Beach Cardinals. Tickets are $12 in advance, $15 at the gate. Credit card only, gates open at 5. Hurry! Get tickets at UnitedWayIRC.org.
What's on your list? Ice cream? Laughing so hard it hurts? The way the sun feels on your face. For one child, a simple list of brilliant things becomes a lifeline, a way to bring hope to his mother, and maybe to himself. Every brilliant thing is a funny, heartfelt journey through life's ups and downs, where you help tell the story. Now playing on the Waxlack stage at the beautiful Riverside Theater. Get your tickets now at the box office or riversidetheater.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, and all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're also the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeouts and sale items. And visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Welcome back to the show. We had to pay for this with commercials, like most things on TV or radio. So one of the things, Scott, and we always talk about this, and even when you're not here, I say it every single time that I talk about, thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio, but if it's not fresh, you're not serving it. And I love that you talk about the stuff that you buy local. Tell us a little bit about this local stuff that you're buying.
Well, in season.
Give a shout out to those guys if they are available to people.
There's a farm out west near 66th Street called Bertie Hogan, and I don't know what they do to their tomatoes. They sprinkle fairy dust on them.
They're
or
so
something.
good.
They are stupid, both the cherries and the big ones.
Yeah.
And I will use those all season long as I can get the stuff from her. But anything she has, whether it's greens, baby zooks, baby carrots, squash blossoms. The more local it is, the smaller carbon footprint it has, and the fresher it's going to be.
I agree.
As simple as that.
It just tastes better.
And they're local. You want to support local.
We do. Absolutely. I mean, that's why even like your restaurant, like we have chains in this town, but who wants to go there? We want to support local. I love that you do that. One of the other things that I was talking about was Sunday dinner. You're now serving Sunday dinner, which you did not used to do.
Correct.
But are you serving Sunday gravy that day?
I can. We're doing our hot sausage bolognese, which is pretty close. But if you want a batch of Sunday sauce, easily done. As you know, I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I know. It's great. But what are your hours on Sunday?
We don't do lunch, so dinner 5 to 7:45.
Okay.
So it's not a late night. It's not a late night town any night of the week.
No, it's not. But should they call and make a reservation?
Always.
Call Citrus for a reservation
and
for dinner.
Sundays have done very surprisingly well.
I know. Well, and you know what? The sun's still up. So think about sitting on the deck, having Sunday dinner. I can't drag Jim off the couch because he's watching some sporting event, or I would be there every Sunday for your Sunday gravy. And then tell us about just a little bit, we've got a minute left, about your extended lunch hours, because that's going to maintain. Is that going to stay after season?
We'll see. Okay. We'll see how many people come. So we used to be 11:30 to 1:30. Yeah. And so we're now 11:30 to 3, but at 1:30, it's only cold dishes.
Right.
We turn the grill off, give it a break, and people sit out at the bar and
have a cocktail or two. Well, why wouldn't they? You got guests in town, have some wine, look at the ocean.
It's done well. I mean, this season has been phenomenal for us.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
That's great. Well, you know what? You guys have been here 15 years, as we discussed. Thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio, for being here. Alex Cosimar. That's a Cosimar. Wait, say it?
Commissar.
I want to sing the song, okay, for all of you guys that know that
song. No, please
don't.
don't.
I'm not going to sing.
I've listened to it enough.
No, I don't sing. But thank you guys so much for being here.
What's the name of the band that sings?
Thank you for having me.
You would know, Alex. What's the name of the band?
It's what? Der Kommissar
Der
by...
Kommissar.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
German
I should
thing.
know, yeah. But
You should know.
I should know.
You said
I
your
should
parents
know.
been playing that for you for years.
Yeah, if I was ever a boxer, they'd say that'd be my walk-up song.
That would
for
be
that,
for sure.
yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being
Thank you
here.
for having me.
Everybody, thank you so much for being here at the Lori Davis Show. Be safe out there. Go out and see Citrus Grill House. We'll see you guys here next